Taylor Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you enjoy our videos, please hit the notification bell down below so you can get a notification every time that we upload a video.
Hello again, everybody. Toby Burrell along with Kevin Allman tonight as we have another night of Swain High basketball. Lady Devils and Bulldogs getting ready to go at it. Kevin, welcome to the broadcast.
It's good to be here, Toby.
Nice to have you on board with us. And the Bulldogs wasting no time grabbing an offensive rebound and putting that one back in, and now they come out in their trademark pressure, trying to force the Lady Devils into turnovers. And they have succeeded right away. Worth note, Kevin, that this Murphy Bulldog squad is the #1 team in the state in 1A basketball coming into this one.
Right now, they're at 9-0, 2-0 in the conference, so deservedly so. Long run in the playoffs last year, I believe.
And they're one of their better players is number 11, Torrin Rogers, a sophomore who's 6 feet tall, and she's the one pressuring Ashton Yance as she inbounds the ball for our Lady Devils. Into Hicks. Hicks across to Smith, who beats the half or full court pressure, now has it pulled away, dives back in, but in no help. Mia Wilson steams the other way for the Bulldogs. They go immediately down and back out. Rogers on the go, and she lays that one in for her first bucket of the night early on, 4-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. Here comes Maisie Heltman, the Lady Devils leading scorer, and she got that one to go in the foul. Nice play by Maisie to put Swain on the board.
Was a nice take that time. Simplest way to beat a press, one to the middle, one to the side, 2-on-1. Helpman took it all the way the hole that time and converted.
So first foul of the night is going to go against Pulliam of Murphy, and Maisie will get a free throw here to try to convert the three-point play, and she does it just like that. Lady Devils back to within 1 here, and now it's Addison into the front court working against freshman Maddie Spates. Murphy with a back pick to Rogers at 6 foot down on the low block. Yance stands her ground, forces the ball back out. Addison step back three on the way. It's off. Hicks and Smith run into each other, and it'll be Murphy basketball.
Yeah, the first thing you notice tonight about the Maroon Devils, they're young.
Absolutely.
Starting 2 freshmen tonight, a sophomore and junior and a senior.
And even more young because they played a JV game before tonight, and so most of their bench went to that. There's a three on the way by Pickens, back iron no good. Helpman with the rebound, and she steams into the front court, finds Spates right back to her. Nice give and go. It rolls around and out. Unfortunately, Yance and Smith tied up. Good job. Swain will retain possession, but what a great give and go on that play by Spates and Helpman.
Really good cut by Helpman and a fantastic pass that time by Spates.
Yance inbounds.
Smith with the 2 off. Maya Hicks with the rebound, back out to Helpman. No good from 3.
And we got a foul, first one on the Lady Devils. That's on Smith. Swain's lone player of any height to speak of. She stands about 5'8", 5'9". If you want to draw a comparison, the girl handling the ball for Murphy, Addison, is 5'11".
Definitely outsized here tonight, but the good thing is they're getting some opportunities right now.
It's a bucket by Pulliam. Now left-handed pass up court to Helpman, gives it right back to Spates. Spates over to Smith. Smith fumbles it away, spills to the ground. Now it's out of bounds off of Smith. Tough break. They had good numbers and a good chance that time.
Spates doing a good job distributing the ball so far, making really good passes, making the right pass.
To emphasize, Swain's bench is shortened down to 3 players tonight. Bree Ross unavailable. If you follow the Lady Devils, you know Bree is a big contributor for Swain, and she is out with the flu. Unfortunately, we wish her a speedy recovery. But the flu bug making its rounds here at Swain High has had an impact on both basketball squads so far.
Murphy back to the pressure. Helpman kicks ahead. It's going to be out off Murphy player this time. Watching Spates right there, I'm not so sure that maybe you ought to put her in the middle and just let her distribute.
She does a good job passing the ball. Good facilitator. Biggest problem for Maddie is she's a freshman and she still is not real sure if she belongs or not, but you can see flashes with her of that hesitation going away and just playing, and it's really good when she does. Bulldogs on the break. Here comes Addison steaming into the paint, and we got a double dribble, fortunately, on Addison.
Good job that time by Yance cutting her off baseline.
And there's Spates beating the pressure. Now she's going on to the hole. Nice move, and she lays it in. Maddie Spates with the bucket. Impressive early on by the freshman. Pickens back the other way. Looks for Addison, now finds her. She backs it back out, sets the offense. Rogers pushes off Heltman, gets space and gets the ball. Now pick and roll. Rogers goes to the hole on Yance. Ashton around with it, couldn't get it. Now Rogers all alone will stick that in the hole for 2.
That's going to be tough to stop all night. She gets the ball that low. Yance into the full court. Smith gets fouled that time by Pickens.
Subs early on here for the Bulldogs, who are only carrying 10. They have 2 players who are injured and unavailable tonight. Into the game will be Erica Senna, and didn't catch the other number. 14.
Looks like 14.
Leah Moses. Spates in the corner, didn't hesitate, and that's usually a good thing. A little long with that one, and here comes Addison on the break with Yance and Rogers in front. Over to Rogers for the layup.
That time Murphy just had numbers. Usually worst thing that can happen on a long 3 is a long rebound.
And Heltman with a lay-in after the strange play down on the baseline. It looked like Wilson over there falling down as if she got hammered, and there's no contact at all. Addison off the dribble takes that one in, and quickly up off the Swain bench is Haley Woodard, another freshman. So Swain going from young to younger, and no choice in the matter there. The big problem all year, Kevin, for the Lady Devils has been foul trouble with their numbers, and it really poses a problem. Good move by Smith inside. And when they fall into that foul trouble, it really shortens the bench.
Just looking at the roster and knowing, it got a lot of freshmen that played down tonight, and like you said, they're down to 8 tonight, so there's no room for foul trouble tonight.
Yeah, and that's a 2-shot foul for Ashton Yance, and she's our best free throw shooter, so that's a good thing for us. That's going to be on Moses. But back to the point, on Saturday in the back-to-back games, Coach Michael Turner's bench was basically Bree Ross. He would bring her in for somebody, and then that person would come back in for somebody, and so forth all the way down the line. So they ended up just using 6 for most of the night, and stayed with the Panthers pretty well right up until the end. Run out of gas a little bit at the end, as you're apt to do, playing only 6 on back-to-back nights.
Back-to-back's difficult with an 8 or 10 deep bench, but with only 6, it makes it more difficult. You're right.
So Addison into the front court, finds Rogers on the low block. Poked by Smith, but it'll be back to Addison. They've got all sorts of room on the other side to work, but they stay on that side. And it'll be Wilson up top with it, working against Heltman now on the swing, on the switches.
Rogers with the ball out front. She takes Smith down the baseline. Nice spin move right there. Toward Rogers. 8 quick points, scores 16-9 midway through the first quarter.
And now they pull back into a half-court trap. Heltman sets the offense, goes to the corner to Hicks. It'll be trapped immediately, and their size is a real problem in those traps.
They're long.
Hicks with a 3, and it's off the mark. Hit the top of the backboard, but not called. So Haley Woodard, a good job hustling in there to pull that one out. Now she goes back across, and one thing that is next to impossible for freshmen is estimating just exactly how long Murphy is, because they don't see that a lot.
They don't. It's difficult. They're all long.
So Becca Wolf into the lineup for Savannah Smith. Smith takes her customary break a little later than usual. Usually that comes about the 4 to 3 minute mark. It's 2 minutes tonight. But on the positive side, Savannah not in noticeable foul trouble.
Murphy swings it around. Here goes the baseline drive this time, and she's going to be fouled. That was Mia Wilson. She's going to go to the line for 2. Looks like it's going to be Woodard on the foul.
So Wilson will shoot a pair of free throws here. Murphy has her listed as a 5'8" sophomore. So Murphy's got some youngsters as well, including Torrin Rogers, unfortunately, for the Smoky Mountain Conference. So Hicks out, Spates back in, and that's about the only substitution patterns available to Michael Turner tonight, is just quick rest for key players to get them back out there. Wilson's second one is down, and it's 18-9 now advantage for the Bulldogs. Helpman into the front court. Rogers up top of that press to the corner to Spates. Good ball movement on the perimeter there by the Lady Devils.
And right away, Rogers showing why she's at the top. She gets a pick on the head. Missed layup, but it's going to be a foul. Rogers is really long at the top. Makes it difficult to rotate the ball.
And on top of being long, she's also athletic.
Yes.
It's one thing to be long. It's another to be athletic and long where you can move around and jump. It really causes problems. You got to get rid of that ball before she gets on you or you're not going to get it. So this is Senna at the line. She's a senior. Smith back in for Woodard, so quick breather for Savannah. She's back in at the 151 mark. 18-9 is your score in favor of the Bulldogs. Senna's second is up, back iron no good. Wolf overruns it, but Smith pulls it down. They go the other way, and Smith has it poked, but she gets it over to Yance to the corner to Spates. Spates has got to shoot that and does. Was down and came back out. And now here come the Bulldogs on a semi-break. They've got Rogers, and that's going to be Amber Martin, another sophomore in their lineup, called for a travel there, and it'll be Swain basketball.
She did. Stopped to take a look and wanted to do the right thing, get it to Rogers. You got such a height advantage down there, and she's smooth in the block down there. Really impressive just seeing just a few minutes over here tonight, but unable to get her feet under control. Maybe the Euro step.
That was it.
Got away with that in the NBA.
So Hicks back in quickly for Wolf. Spates is trapped and steps out of bounds.
And Murphy doing the right thing. They do it a lot. Murphy loves to pressure, but young teams put as much pressure on them as you can. It's difficult. It's a learning experience for younger players.
Set play here to get Rogers a clean look, and she's got it right there in the middle of the paint. Good help by Maisie to block the shot. But let's see who the foul's going to be on. I think it's on Yance first. It is.
So Rogers going to go to the line for 2 free throws right here. Score is 18-9.
I'm going to bet she's a good free throw shooter, too.
I would say you're right.
God, jinxed her. Broadcaster jinx.
There you go. Nice stroke, though.
Yeah.
Bet you don't miss 2 in a row.
I'm with you. Unfortunately for us as broadcasters and you as fans out there, none of the Smoky Mountain Conference women's teams put their stats on Max Preps. So we don't know what these kids are averaging. We'd love to be able to tell you. I'm sure Torrin Rogers is tearing it up at 20 or so a game, but we don't know that. And that's a darn shame that coaches don't do that, as if coming into Swain, we're not going to know that Torrin Rogers is their best player.
Exactly. And we do know that Murphy's averaging about 70 points a game in conference, outscoring opponents about 70-35 as he puts up a 3, and it's going to be long. Rogers ahead. She goes to Senna, and that's going to be, or Martin, it's going to be out. Swain ball. But we do know they're averaging 70, only giving up about 35 points a game in conference. So,
and we do know, too, that from our standpoint, Maisie Heltman's averaging right at 19 a game for Swain to lead them, and she's got 5 quick ones before the trap put a halt to her being able to get out and get it aggressive. She's very good in the open court. So now she's got the tough assignment of Torrin Rogers.
Hicks applying pressure right now to Taylor Phillips. Out to Rogers. Rogers on Helpman guarding her. Here comes Martin.
They are choosing to just leave Leah Moses alone and play one person in the paint. There's a good bucket by Senna.
Spates ahead over to Helpman. Helpman looks at the 3, drives to the middle, pulls up in the lane. It's going to be good for 2.
That spread out press does look like it's something that you can actually penetrate on, but you got to get past Rogers and Addison when she's in the game because of their length.
Difficult, but not impossible. Realistically, what you'd like the first pass to do is go dead center. From dead center to a side, then side back to center. That's what you'd like to have.
Well, I didn't realize the quarter was that close. That's going to do us through one. Murphy on top of Our Lady Devils, 21-11. So as we begin second period play, it'll be Murphy basketball, and they begin with their starters out there with the exception of Torrin Rogers, and they've got Taylor Phillips in her spot. So a shorter team by a little bit, not much, as Sydney Addison will pop out and perform point guard duties now. Lady Devils with their starters back on the floor, and that's Phillips going hard to the hole and almost saved, but not quite. It'll be out of bounds to the Bulldogs.
Good move that time by Phillips, baseline, just unable to convert off of it. Straight cut to the basket, going to be 2 points that time. Looks like 35, Sydney Addison. Here's Heltman ahead with the turnaround jump shot, going to be short. Savannah Smith with the rebound. She's able to put it back in for 2 points. Score right now 23-13, Murphy up 10.
That's awfully easy.
That was one dribble to the hole for Taylor Phillips. Here comes Yance, kicks it ahead to Heltman. Heltman with the left goes up. Going to be long. Rebound goes off to Addison. Addison looks to push ahead. She goes to Pickens. Pickens left-handed. Going to be knocked down that time by Yance.
Good reflexes by Ashton to get a hand and knock that one down. And you know, Ashton's all of maybe 5'7", if she's lucky, 5'8", and she has led the team in rebounding all season long. Friday night collecting a career high 15 rebounds.
Wow.
And then following that up Saturday with 9 more in the loss to Franklin. So that's big. Savannah Smith checks out. Looked like she's had some blood coming from her cheek. So she went to get that straightened out.
Kaya Pickens knocks down the 3. Quickly, that's going to put Murphy up 28-13, almost a steal on the inbounds pass.
And they're going to pull back to half court again now. Looks like they're going straight up man. They're just going to work on some defensive things here and see how Swain reacts. Hicks pops off clean over on the wing, but doesn't have a shot, so now she backs it back out. Kicks it out to Yance at the top, who resets things at the Swain logo. That one, the Woodard almost picked off, but not quite. Now Yance resets it all the way to the wing to Heltman, who's guarded by Addison. All alone is Hicks, who lost her girl and is fouled by Phillips there. She makes a strong move to the basket.
Interesting to see high school, college, even NBA now go to the 5-out offense.
Yeah, it's been an adjustment. I guess we're 1-1 the rest of the way here in the first half for Swain. So Amaya Hicks, freshman guard, will go to the line for Swain for a 1-1 here. And that one's good for Amaya. Her first bucket, points of the game. 28-14 your score, 6:17 left before the half. I think we had somebody check in for, no, Woodard's still in the game. She just went over to talk to Coach Turner. That one's long, but pulled down over there by Senna. And they will charge the other way behind Pickens inside. Spates tries to come around, but no good as Pulliam puts that one down. Spates backs it back out. Now she's going to set the offense. Hicks tries to go and then pulls back out. Now goes to Heltman. It's batted around there by Woodard, saved. And Addison's going to be the recipient of a tough luck foul as she was going for the ball and made contact.
That was a tough call right there. Tough call, but
glad it went our way.
It's true.
Becca Wolf back in for Woodard now. That's going to send Hicks back to the line where she was 1 of 2 in her first 1-and-1. So she'll go back there again for 1-and-1 now.
Score 30-14 here in favor of Murphy. Hicks' first one on the way and good. So Hicks 2 out of 3 right now.
So she toes the line for her 4th try of the night. It's on the way, and it's back iron, no good. Pulled down over there by Senna. And Murphy will come the other way with Pickens bringing the ball up. They go straight inside to Addison. She works away on Yance. Now Yance is overrun. And the rebound goes to Murphy. That one pops out. Wolf goes to the floor with it. Can she hand it off? Yeah, good movement by Hicks and Wolf there. That shot off by Heltman. And now the Bulldogs steam the other way. Pickens pulls it back out. And they work this side. A lot of posting up, and that's a foul on Spates. Not sure for what.
Looks like Murphy's just decided to take advantage of their size right now, and they're just sending somebody to block and posting up. Most positions they have 3 or 4 inches on each of the players. So you had Pulliam posting up that time before you had Addison posting up Hicks, I believe it was.
Yeah.
So
they're taking even the guards down low. It's almost like an inverted offense in that their post players seem to run it as point guards, and then the guards go down on the block.
It's a pretty good scheme because they're just taking Rogers. She brings it up the court, her Addison, and the first thing they do is run off the screen, go straight to the block.
Here comes the trap. Heltman beats it, now finds Smith inside. Smith over the shorter girl, lays that in. She's got 6. And the Lady Devils have cut it to 32-17 now. Addison all the way, the whole Pickens 3 on the way. Clean catch and shoot, finds the bottom with a lot of rim there.
Kind rim right there, but good look at time from Heltman on the other end to find Smith.
And again, the success for Swain coming when they go ahead and penetrate that zone. Nice save there by Rogers, and now Addison, the partner in crime, goes the other way. Back out, drives all the way to the baseline and in. Points in the paint has got to be unreal at this point for Murphy. It's a timeout for Swain. I believe we'll just keep it here.
Yeah, that time, that's one thing that can't happen. One dribble from the three-point line and nobody stopped her, nobody stepped in for an easy layup.
Well, we're saying, everybody, that this will be our final broadcast for a little while as the Maroon Devils and Lady Devils go on the road over the next couple of days. Friday, they'll be at Robbinsville for a key conference showdown. Worth noting that one, too, Kevin. I noticed in the standings there that Robbinsville pulled off a huge upset last night of Cherokee. I guess some people would consider an upset because Cherokee's been at or near the top of the conference for so long. But Robbinsville took that win over the Lady Braves, so that was a big win for the Lady Knights to stay undefeated in conference play. We'll go there Friday. Then next week we'll be back home on Monday. We'll have that one for you on the Maroon Devils Network as Smoky Mountain comes to town for a non-conference game. And then on Wednesday it'll be 2 Highlands, and Friday will be 2 Blue Ridge Early College to round out that week. Busy week.
Busy week.
Not quite as busy as the wrestling schedule, but it is busy. Wrestlers are at Uwharrie Charter this weekend for the Uwharrie Pin Down Syndrome, or maybe it was autism, tournament.
Nice look ahead that time for Maddie Spates, excuse me. Going to be a blocking call that time. It looks like it's going to go on Addison. Going to be her second.
Was that on her?
Yes, I believe so. first, second.
And in the mix of that, Maddie Spates had picked up her second foul. And as we mentioned, that's not good for anybody on the Swain side getting any foul trouble tonight on the girls' side. That one finds everything and doesn't go in. Rogers and Smith fight for it. It'll be Murphy ball.
Score here 37-18. Midway through the second quarter. Addison brings it down, pass out to Rogers, back to Addison. There goes Rogers right down the middle. Looks like it's going to be an illegal screen. It is going to be on Maya Wilson. They're trying to run Rogers off that brush off. It looks like they called.
I'm about convinced anymore in basketball from every level all the way through to the pros that illegal picks is the holding, the football holding of basketball, that you could call it pretty much on every play if you wanted to. But more often than not, it doesn't get called.
It's true. It is true. And I don't. Goes Rogers to the hole, unable to convert. Looks like the foul this time is going to be on, looks like Wilson again.
That's on Pulliam. 25, it looks like, but that should send Spates back to the line. Good job by Maddie again down there. She's been impressive tonight with her vision and ball movement and now rebounding.
Done a really good job, she has.
So she'll shoot 2 here now. There's 10 fouls on the Bulldogs, so 2 for Spates. She's got the first one, that's her 4th. And into the game comes Leah Moses again for the Bulldogs, and out comes Sarah Pulliam. She and Sydney Addison have 2 fouls, and that's basically it for the Bulldogs in terms of foul trouble. Now Addison will bring it the other way, picked up over there by, looks like we're in a, nope, it's man. I started to say it's a zone, but it's not. They're just switching that and walling off whoever picks it. Good battle over there by Hicks. She wins that one against Rogers for that rebound. Now brings it up to set the offense. Yance to Spates in the corner. Keep shooting, girl. It'll go eventually.
Yeah, confidence. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know
Absolutely.
What they say?
Absolutely.
And she's open. So, yeah. Nice looking stroke there. They'll fall. Here goes Addison baseline. Looks like they're going to get a blocking call that time on Savannah Smith. Nope.
That's on Hicks. Addison will go to the line. First one on the way is good. I've got her with 5.
Yep.
You got her with more?
No, 5 is what I got.
$39-20 your score now, 2:47 counting the second period. Stick around with us after this one. We'll have the men's contest. Both of those teams, Kevin, enter tonight at 4 and 5 marks, so should be a pretty evenly contested matchup there. And nice. Heltman makes that basket underneath.
Nice look ahead that time from Yance with the left off the bounce. Nice pass.
And we got a travel on Rogers. She is the most perplexed person in the building. And Becca Wolf will check in. Let's see who she's going to get. Savannah Smith has a nose plug, so she had a nosebleed earlier. Has got that slowed down. It's going to be Spates taking a breather with the 2 fouls at the 2:23 mark. And now it looks like we're straight man to man, girl to girl, whatever you want to call that. And Rogers on Hicks. That's a tough pass to try to go over there. You got to bounce that one around her, I believe.
Take a dribble and pick a side. Yeah, you're not going to throw it over the top of her. Pickens goes to the basket. She misses. Offensive rebound that time by Leah Moses.
And Hicks can ill afford those type of fouls in this game, Kevin, because of the length of Swain's bench. That foul was going to be called the minute she swung her arm.
Yes. Right now the Devils staying fairly close. 17-point ball game. Really closer than that. Feels closer than that. How's that?
You're right, it does. So Swain will now bring it up. Heltman's going to control the ball. She brings it into the forefront. Rogers is going to take her on as a challenge here. Defensively, good screen by Smith. Good shot. by Heltman. And now they get lost in the wash on the break, and that one bounced back out to Ashton, who's got it corralled. And will steam the other way with Hicks. Pickens in tow. Now Yance will clear out. Heltman will come and get the ball. Smith has a mismatch down on the block, but Addison's waiting to help. They're trying to improve the angle to get it to Smith. It's got to be low baseline the way she's pinned off. And they're leaving somebody in there to help on her. Screen on the way. Poked away just before Hicks hit the screen, and now Rogers will go ahead. Batted out by Yance. Good hands there. And it'll stay with Murphy. Maddie Spates back up off the Swain bench. She's got Hicks, who also has 2 at this point. And it will be Murphy basketball.
A good job that time by Yance to get a hand in there and take away a sure layup.
Oh, that's unfortunate for us, as that's third on Spates, who will have to take a seat for the remainder of this half, and it should put Murphy on the line. Hicks quickly back in for Spates, unfortunately.
Definitely sit the rest of this half, probably the first couple minutes of the third quarter, you would think, if you can afford to do that. I don't know if you can afford to do that right now.
So Moses shoots. She makes the first one. She's now 2 of 3 at the line for 2 points. 1:08 remaining before the half. That one looks good as well, and it is. And that will bring Amber Martin back into the ball game for Moses. And Swain will bring it up against what will now be half-court man-to-man. No, it looks like a 1-3-1 trap again by the Bulldogs. Looks like they're content to trap that side, Kevin. They do not come after Yance on this side whenever she gets the ball at all.
No, they won't. Yeah, they want to go to the right-hand side. Yance drives baseline that time. Looks like a foul is going to be called on Pickens. That's going to send Yance to the free throw line for double bonus here, I believe.
And that rims out for Ashton. Haley Woodard back up off the Swain bench. She's going to get Becca Wolf. And Yance will take a second one here. Hannah Epperson off the Swain bench. She'll check in. That one was down and back out. Tough luck for Ashton on those.
Not very kind rims that time.
No, not at all. Woodard's going to try Addison on. Gets caught because she's got her hands in on her waist. That's a senior versus a freshman, so the senior's supposed to win those.
And somebody that looks like they're comfortable having their ball in their hands, and somebody that's used to playing in the post.
Yep. So Epperson gets Woodard out. Woodard's second foul now. She's joined the freshman brigade of 2 fouls. Addison makes that one good. She's up to 9 in the game. She'll check out for the remainder of 40 seconds of this one. And that's going to be Maddie Ellison appearing for the first time over there on that side, right side wing. Let's see if they are just trapping the right side or if they are picking on particular players to trap them.
Ball entered into Smith. She's going to be fouled right there. So Swain's able to stay in this game, just going to the free throw line. A lot of free throws this quarter for Swain.
Woodard quickly off the Swain bench again with 25.8. Back iron. Hicks will check out. Hicks and Spates with 2 fouls each will sit down. They may play offense-defense with Woodard and Spates here, or Hicks rather. She's close to the coaches down there.
Pickens on the push ahead. She gets straight in the lane, soft pull up from inside the paint. It's no good. Back into Rogers as they get the offensive rebound. Rogers misses. Back for another offensive rebound. Looks like she's going to be fouled this time. I believe that one's going to go on Epperson. So Swain had a chance to get out of there and come the other way that time and unable to do it.
So that one, unfortunately, goes against Smith, her second. And Rogers will get a pair here, and that one's Around and out. Spates and Hicks back up off the bench for Woodard and Epperson.
So Rogers at the line for the second of 2 free throws.
And that one's good. Hicks rushes it into the front court with 10 seconds left. Now Heltman on the wing. Euro steps her way home, doesn't get it there. It bounces around. Hicks tried to get it, but I think Rogers had her by the arm. Yes. Fouls beginning to stack up at an alarming rate here near the end of this first half, Kevin, and Murphy can afford a whole lot more of those than Swain can.
Very true, very true. But again, Swain going to the free throw line for 2. Amaya Hicks makes another 3 for her tonight with a chance for the 4th. And realistically, like I said, the game seems a lot closer. Right now it's a 21-point game, but Swain has stayed as close as they are via the free throw line.
So Hicks' second one is back iron. It's batted around and pulled down, and it will be held and waited for the end of the first half of play. So that's going to do us through 16 minutes. And we'll be back with second half action in just a few minutes. It's 46-25 in favor of the Bulldogs.
This is Taylor Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. Swain County Schools views athletic participation as an extension of the classroom, where valuable life lessons are taught and learned by student athletes. These lessons are best learned when respect is accorded to all participants: players, coaches, officials, administrators, and other fans. Profanity, sexist, racial, or ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at anyone in this contest venue will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Help us make the right call by exhibiting good sportsmanship throughout the event, regardless of personal feelings or loyalties during the contest. Sportsmanship. Together, we make the right call. This is Taylor Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. I'd like to talk to you about an important policy. Please remember that smoking and the use of smokeless tobacco or e-cigarettes and other vaping devices is prohibited on all campuses in Swain County. This includes Swain County Memorial Stadium. Smoking and the use of smokeless tobacco or e-cigarettes and other vaping devices is not allowed while on campus for faculty, staff, students, fans, or visitors to our campuses. Thank you for supporting Swain County Schools.
The Smoky Mountain Conference, one of North Carolina's oldest and most storied athletic conferences, producing champions on and off the playing field for decades. The Smoky Mountain Conference. Tradition lives here.
I'm Taylor Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you enjoy our videos, please hit the notification bell down below so you can get a notification every time that we upload a video.
Second half action underway here at Swain High School. Thanks for joining us on Tuesday night for Smoky Mountain Conference basketball coming your way. It's the Lady Devils and the first in the state Lady Bulldogs going at it here, as Smith keeps that one alive on the rebound. And Swain will retain this first possession. Hicks with it out on the perimeter against Wilson. She skirts off the screen, and Wilson with the steal. Addison.
Go ahead, sorry, Toby.
Yes, and the inside, and that's a block by Smith, fortunately. Could have easily been a foul. And that will retain possession for Swain. Go ahead.
I was just going to say some quick numbers from halftime. Swain was led that time by Maisie Heltman. No big surprise there. In the first half, she had 11 points. Both Spates had 5, Smith had 6, and rounding out the scoring for the Lady Devils, Hicks had 3. No big surprise on the Murphy side. Rogers had 10, Addison had 9.
A good job by Hicks there, drawing 3 fouls on Sydney Addison, who's mad at herself as a senior for committing that foul, but it was obvious that she did it, Kevin.
Got her right across the arm, and Addison not real happy. Not perhaps the game she is used to having.
Yeah. It's been tough for either team, but particularly for Murphy, to find any kind of tempo or rhythm. And I think that shows. They're winning, but I would venture a guess if you talk to Coach Gutierrez, he would not be pleased at all with the way his team has played in this one.
I believe you'd be right. I think they're capable of more. As Maya Hicks makes both free throws there. Cuts the lead to 46-27, 19 points here in the third quarter.
And they find Rogers and go straight to the block on Addison. Pickens and Addison playing a two-man game there, and Pickens' player, Amaya Hicks, went down to help out on Addison, and Pickens nailed the three. That's the way you draw it up. That's the way it's supposed to work.
It is. She is the Kyle Korver of Murphy, because I think she's took 1-2 tonight and 5 threes and made 3 of them.
That's on Rogers, her second. The game, quite frankly, in the first half ground to a halt as the first half wore on and devolved into, near the end, a basic free throw shooting contest down the stretch, which ended up being to our benefit. And I think very frustrating for Murphy. So we'll see how the second half unfolds, if the clamps come off a little bit here and both teams pick up the tempo just a little bit. There's the two-man game again, this time inside to Addison, who works off of the double team. And it looks like Hicks will have picked up her third, I believe.
Going to send Addison to the free throw line for 2 right here. I believe you're spot on with what you said. There were so many free throws towards the end of that second quarter that it's hard to get anything going. There's no tempo, no excitement. I mean, there's nothing exciting about a free throw unless it's like, 5 seconds to go in the game and you need 2 of them to win by 1.
Foul trouble continuing to be an issue for the Lady Devils, as that is Hicks' third to join Spates, who has 3 as well on the floor for Swain. Now the trap, they don't trap Spates. It goes to the corner for Heltman. She penetrates in and proves herself. Shot is off. Yance over there and Hicks fighting for it, get it. And now Spates hustles to get it back to the other side. Heltman 3 on the way is good. And so again, Heltman providing the offense. The Lady Devils need to get some stops. Here comes Addison. She's just going to work her way down and get it. Rogers is there to clean it up, and Heltman will pick up her first foul as Rogers gets a bucket on the follow. That's going to be on Maisie. It's her first.
It looked like Addison at halftime decided that she was just going to go to the hole, and you can't really blame her. Like I said, she's got such a size advantage over the guards for Swain, and then Rogers just there to follow it up. 3-point play that time for Rogers, pushes the lead back out to 24 for Murphy here in the third quarter.
When you got bigs on a 1A level, it's an advantage. But when you got bigs who can play the game and control the ball, move the ball, dribble the ball, and penetrate, they are real legitimate weapons on a 1A level.
It is, at any level, it is tremendous. And there goes Addison. Step over move, unable to convert. Moses there to clean it up, though.
Again, that was a case where two Swain players, I think it was Hicks and Yance, collided, and the ball ended up getting away from them and being easy for Moses to pick up there. Spates dribbles it, waits for the corner. There's Hicks in the corner. She goes to Smith on the block. Smith foul, no call. And Addison pulls down the rebound and steams the other way. Had Pulliam open and overthrows her, and that will be Swain ball. I think that's more the tempo Murphy would like to run and have not been able to get into that tempo tonight.
So far we've seen Murphy go about 8-9 deep, so yes, I think you're right. They'd like to push. And I think, we saw trap in the first half and just like that, there's a steal by Murphy. Pulliam goes in with left-handed layup and 2. So Turner's going to call a timeout here. Kind of getting away from him right now. Scored 58-30 with 4.5.
They've jumped out here on a pretty good run to open the third period rather. And so timeout here. It'll go full, but we'll stay right here with it as we move through this. The cheerleaders on hand tonight. It's good to see them back in mass, and they do such a fantastic job at these games. We really wish, Joe and I were talking about beforehand, that we could get on the other side so we could show you their smiling faces and their nice routines. But unfortunately, we're stuck over here on this side, and judging by who they've got in this box, that's probably by design that the three of us are stuck over here by ourselves.
The ability to even get up in here is amazing.
Well, it's not that as much, Kevin, as the ability to get out when it's all said and done.
Yeah, I was noticing that. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm going to slide down the steps. I don't know. I'm definitely going to let these people that are sitting right here below it get out of the way before I fall face down.
Well, fortunately for us tonight, nobody has occupied the $1 million seat that normally gets occupied, which is the one right at the foot of our steps here. We've decided amongst ourselves that we could easily sell that seat for $1 million and somebody would buy it because for whatever reason they love it. Smith battling in there and gets the bucket. Good job by Savannah using her height to get points there, and she's up to 8. And along with 5 rebounds on the night. It's a good night for Savannah. Shot from the corner is off, but there's the rebound again. Heltman pulls that away, tries to stay in bounds, but can't. She walks a tightrope there and just goes out of bounds, so it'll be inbounded by the Bulldogs here.
On the other end of the court, another good entry pass that time from Spates.
It really was a fantastic entry pass. There's a mismatch, and Wilson bailed out that time on what I would consider a poor call. How do you call that on Hicks? She wasn't even in the play. That was Smith that was guarding her on the mismatch.
Interesting.
And that's 4 fouls on Hicks, inexplicably. The good thing about you guys watching on the Maroon Devils Network is you got instant replay. You can back that thing up and check it out and then speed back ahead and not have to listen to myself and Kevin, and it'll be okay.
There you go. Wilson knocks down 2 free throws, scores 60-32 in favor of the Bulldogs. Heltman brings it across the timeline over to Yance. Yance back over to Spates. Spates, like I said, has been impressive. Tries to go through the double team that time with the passing. Not a good move. Good job of Murphy that time on the break, unable to convert twice. Now the ball on the floor.
Spates is laying on it. Is that not a jump ball if you got it contacted with your back?
That looked like something at a Uahari Invitational this weekend. Bodies all over the floor, contorted. Oof, somebody lost a person that time, and it's going to be a 3-point play as Wolf's going to get the foul, and Leah Moses able to convert. Somebody just lost their player.
Judging by the substitution, it was Becca Wolf as she checks out, and Haley Whitter checks in. Coach Turner not very pleased.
Because Moses just went straight down the lane that time for an open pass. Moses knocks down the free throw to convert the 3-point play. So Murphy averaging 70 on the year. They're almost there in the third quarter this time.
I started to say they're going to get it by the third quarter in this one.
They have come out in the third quarter ready to play. And again, Spates in trouble. Now she's trapped in the corner. Down low to Smith. Good job finding Smith.
Wow. Nice play by Spates and Smith. Good job just surveying the scene and then taking what was opening. Good job in there. Woodard with the rebound.
Over Smith. Yount's pushing the ball up the court. Yount's all the way to the hole, and it looks like it's going to be an offensive foul that time on Yount. Stepping in there to take the charge. Senna that time. Don't know if I'd have done that. Yount's had a full head of steam.
She now has 2 fouls. Foul trouble woes continue for the Lady Devils. The Bulldogs, with Wilson, the lone starter, left, I believe, for them. And they work the ball. Spates with a steal. She shoots the gap. Can she save it? She cannot. Tough break for Maddie. Good job getting herself in position to get that. Very quickly, Amber Martin off the bench. I think Coach Gutierrez is not very happy with somebody off his team, as Martin checks in and is going to get Pulliam out. 2:50 and counting in your third period of play, 63-34. Reminder that we've got men's action to follow this one here on the Maroon Devils Network. And that's all the way to the bucket, rolls around and out. Ashton pulls that down, hammered on the wing, no call. Kicked on the wing, no call. Put up, and now we get a call on Swain. That's crazy stuff over there.
That was. It's going to send Leah Moses back to the line.
And that's Smith, her third, as the foul trouble mounts. And reminder that Swain carrying only 8 players active for tonight's contest. And Moses is, after an initial miss, has done rather well at the free throw line.
Solid. She's got a nice stroke, too. All of them do. It's kind of short, but
it's a way to jinx them.
Stroke, yeah.
Now you're getting the hang of it.
Yeah, the foul's going to be on Mia Wilson, Maya Wilson, coming over the back on that miss. That's going to bring Pickens back in. Heltman brings the ball up the court, across the timeline, down low to Smith. She was just kind of forgot there. Turnaround jumper by Smith, and that's going to be good.
They just kind of lose Savannah down on that low block, and Lady Devils doing a good job finding her, and she's doing a good job finishing.
12 on the night for Savannah Smith. There's Senna going to work on the bottom on the baseline.
So Heltman now into the front court. We're under 2 and counting here in the third period of play. Yountz looks the situation over. It's straight man. Now she's going to the hole. And Smith with the rebound sticks that one back in. I think that was the whole point for Ashton to get that one up there. That's Moses again.
That is Moses for another 2. Moses had a good quarter this third quarter.
So Heltman motions Spates away and then goes down low to Smith. She misses the shot. Spates was shoved over there. It'll go off Pickens and out of bounds. Now Epperson will check in. Let's see who she's going to get out. It's going to be Maddie Spates. Spates with 3. Smith now with 3. Hicks with 4. And Woodard with 2. Yountz with 2 is the Swain foul trouble. Heltman 3 on the way. It's no good. Long rebound tracked down over there by Yountz, who's up to 5 now. Heltman spins her way in and makes good on that bucket. 68-40, 1:15 and counting, and Murphy just going pell-mell to the hole. Oh, my goodness. How can you call that block from back there? And he called that on Woodard.
Looks like they got Woodard from behind. Didn't really have a good angle of that one.
Wow.
Didn't call it on Smith from front. Looked like Woodard from
Looked
behind.
like a clean block from Savannah's part. That's a miss by Senna. And I do believe the official underneath has injured herself. Maybe a misstep down on the baseline a minute ago. She's hobbling pretty good as she comes back up.
Ball over to Yountz. Yountz fires from 3. Long rebound, kick ahead. It looks like it's going to be Leah Moses, and going to be 2 more for Leah Moses. Leah Moses having a big quarter right here.
That is definitely the pace Murphy would prefer to play at. Pickens ready to come help. Smith back out on the wing. She goes up top to Yountz. We're at 40 and counting. Yountz goes over to Woodard on the other side. Now Woodard finds safety and Heltman at the top. Maisie crosses over, spins her way down inside, splits the double team, and is fouled on the play. Oh, my goodness, a walk called on the play. So Murphy inbounds with 30 and counting left in the third quarter of play. Pickens brings it up. Heltman sloughs off, and Murphy will play for the final shot of this quarter. Double screen, poked by Smith dangerously. And now Pickens back up top, and we're to 12 and counting. And now Smith's just going to open up the aisle and let Pickens go with her left hand to the bucket. Good nudge at the end there. Kept the bucket from going. Heltman with 2, with 1. Shots away. It's good if it goes, but no good. And that's going to do us through 3 quarters of play. It's Murphy 71, Our Lady Devils 40.
I'm Taylor Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you enjoy our videos, please hit the notification bell down below so you can get a notification every time that we upload a video.
So fourth quarter set to get underway here. Swain will open with their starters on the floor, despite the fact that Hicks has 4, Spates 3, Smith 3, but there's very little Michael Turner could do anyway. We're down 1 official as the lady official is getting taped right now by Carrie Powell. So Smith goes to work on the low block and does good things down there again. She's had a very good ball game, Kevin.
She has. That's 10 points since the break for Savannah Smith. So she's had a really good second half. Had a good first half, but a really good second half so far.
Swain has done a much better job looking on the low block for her. They go right at Spates. Shot is off, but Maddie's unable to box out, so it goes right back out to them. And now she's off of the girl she started on, which is probably a good thing. Now Rogers hands it back off to Phillips. And the Bulldogs with the screen and roll offense trying to get to that bucket. Rogers trying to get some points before she has to come out. And that was a weird-looking play all the way around. But
it's like it's going to be number 4 on Savannah Smith, and that's going to send Martin back to the line.
A whole lot of free throws. So Senna's going to get another one here. 71-42 your score, 7:08 remains. Still working with 2 officials. Rogers sweeps in and gets that rebound. Step up and under, nice post move, and lays that one home.
It was the old Kevin McHale over and under.
Works every time.
It does. Here goes Heltman driving towards the middle, off her foot, picked back up by Spates, back out to Yance. Back over to Heltman. She's guarded by Cena this time. Back out front to Maya Hicks. Pulls it back out. They're going to reset here.
They've got some good mismatches if they want to exploit them. That's one of them. And it looks like we're back with our third official. That's good news. Glad she's not injured badly. And Yance will trigger it in for the Lady Devils. She's got Spates open in the corner, and she's got Hicks open in the corner. 3 on the way from Amaya, and that's nothing but net for Hicks. Now Murphy right back down, and Savannah Smith has fouled out of this ball game.
That's a shame. Like I said, she was having a big half. Savannah was doing a wonderful job on the block that time.
As usual, the official calls the foul. He knows it's a 5th and totally ignores the scorer's table. So 6:25 left in the fourth. Savannah Smith is fouled out of this ball game. Pulliam misses the first. And we'll have a second one here. for her troubles. You can finish a basketball game with less than 5 players, by the way.
I've seen it happen in my career.
And the bucket. Good job by Heltman. They just cleared that space out for her. And Maisie will get one more here. Foul was on Sena, is that correct?
Yes. Her third.
Mm-hmm. Free throw's way short.
So going back to the point, you can finish a ball game with less than 5. When I was in high school, we played Nantahala. They only had like 7. 6 of them fouled out, and at that point they called the ball game because they could not inbound one person.
Could not inbound the ball.
Yeah.
Yance with a steal. Can she win the race? She can shoot it left-handed and does. Cautionary tale there for young players as to why you shoot that shot left-handed.
Yes. Rogers had that one eyed up, but good play that time by Yance.
Ashton is very good with her left, going to the left. They go down to the low block again. Working on Spates, knowing that she's got foul trouble as well. Yance clean look at a 3 over there. Get in there, ball. Doesn't do it. Pulled down, pulled out. Murphy with numbers. They steam ahead, kick it out to the wing. Shot on the way, and it's good. That looks like Maddie Ellison, perhaps? Yes.
Yes. She scores 78-49 here. 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Hicks out to Heltman. Heltman drives into the middle. Off the foot. Spates goes to the ground. Not sure. Timeout?
Timeout. That's definitely what Coach Gutierrez doesn't want to see is his 6-foot star go to the floor for a ball in a 78-49 game.
Yeah, rolling around. No.
So a timeout here on the floor. Reminder, we've got men's action to follow this as both Swain and Murphy, 4 and 5 on the year, should be a dandy. The JV game, by the way, one of the most spirited contests we've seen this year. Went right down to the wire, and Murphy took a hard-fought 59-56 win over our JVs. But, folks, it's a heck of a ball game. So if you're not coming out here, you're missing some very good basketball. Make your way out to Swain High School and check out the basketball action from start to finish. It's been exciting so far, and it will continue to be so. So they go straight to Heltman on the low block with Pickens. She gets fouled, no call. Now Pickens gets the rebound and will be fouled by Heltman.
That's going to put Murphy in the bonus now.
So we're shooting free throws until 9, 10 o'clock tonight, or we run out of players, whichever comes first. I'm fearing we may run out of players first. Pickens' first trip to the line, but we've just been informed by the side official that it's 2 shots.
Double bonus.
Pickens with 10, and I'm not sure she's touched the rim with any of them. It's been pretty pure.
Shooter.
The old broadcaster jinx worked again.
Tough luck that time is Heltman was calling for the ball. Nobody on him, on her. Spates just overthrew a little bit.
Epperson into the game for Spates. Murphy will bring it up. 30-point advantage, 4:55 and counting remaining in this one.
Murphy content to run through the old flex offense. Don't see that a whole lot anymore. Amaya Hicks with the rebound off the miss, pushes it ahead. Pulls it back out, looks for Heltman cutting through, not there, back out to Yance. Heltman comes back up. Heltman over to Wolf, Wolf back out to Yance. Yance drives in with the right this time, and it's...
Oh, she's out again. I thought we had a foul or no basket, but she's gone down again. That's not good. So 4:16 remaining, we're down to 2 officials again.
I'm guessing blisters are cramped. I'm not sure.
Well, hopefully she can get that situation resolved and be back for the men's contest. as I'm sure that one will be spirited as well. It is Swain and Murphy after all.
That's true.
It tends to come with the territory.
So Pickens from deep, and she's off. Rebound comes out to Yance. I've got cord falling everywhere. Looks like it's going to be a foul this time, and it's going to go on Taylor Phillips.
Senna back into the lineup for Pickens. So complete bench out on the court now for Coach Gutierrez, who only had 10 players himself coming into this one.
Helpman over to Hicks. Hicks loses it. Moses pushes it up.
Whoa.
A little bit of a walk that time.
We definitely can see that we have two officials now.
And they let that one go. Helpman misses the layup. Murphy pushing back. Helpman able to knock it away. Back the other way. Here comes Helpman. Pulls up for the 15-footer. Going to be short. Rebound off to Murphy. Now they kick it ahead to Taylor Phillips. Taylor Phillips pushes back out front to Maddie Ellison, who shoots the two. Some up and down action that time.
Under 3 minutes now in this ball game. Wolf in the corner looks to Hicks on the block. Hicks was held, called by the back official. That's on 10 again. That's Phillips, her third. Spates and Woodard at the scorers table ready to check in. Hicks will shoot free throws here. Wolf and Helpman are out. That leaves Yance, Epperson, Hicks, Spates, and Woodard on the floor for the Lady Devils. Hicks has been to the line quite a few times tonight.
She has, and done a really good job from the line. I think she missed one, maybe
I have her 6 of 9.
Okay. So one-ish.
You're like me. You forget to write some of those down. Like that one. I almost forgot to write it down.
I usually don't keep up with misses. So Murphy controls the offensive rebound, kicks back out into the corner. Phillips dribbles back out front to set up the offense. Martin kicks back over to Phillips. Phillips with a nice left-handed pass into Martin, unable to control it. It was a nice pass. Here comes Amaya Hicks on the break. And poked away that time by Martin.
Good hustle by Martin.
It was very good hustle.
Yance to inbound, and Ashton fortunately has stayed out of foul trouble tonight. She has been on the court the entire ball game, I believe, for the Lady Devils.
I don't remember her coming out tonight. Turnover by Swain, and a double dribble by Murphy. Going to give it right back to the Lady Devils.
Swain goes deep to Yance. She backs her way in. Nice up and gets it to go.
Really nice move by Yance. Really nice move. She's got a nice right and left.
She does. 3 on the way. Why not? (84-54). We're under 1:40 now in this one and counting. And barring one of the largest comebacks in history, the Lady Devils are going to drop to 2-8 on the season and 2-3 in conference play, with Robbinsville coming up and then a tough Smoky Mountain game. Yance coming out of the ball game now to well-deserved high fives by her coaches and teammates. She played another whale of a ball game for her. I got her for 6 rebounds and right at 6 points, but just outstanding floor play.
Solid, very solid tonight.
Minute 19 and counting now. And by our count, that should put Murphy at a solid 10-0 for the season, and 3 or 4-0 in Smoky Mountain Conference play. I'm not sure what their record is there. Hicks and Woodard tangle up under there, and it goes out of bounds. Stay Murphy ball there, and it should make for some exciting play going down the stretch with Cherokee, Murphy, and Robbinsville battling out at the top, and a very good Hayesville squad as well could make things very interesting in that upper echelon top 4 spot. And Swain, if they can put together some things and the youngsters continue to gain experience and confidence, they might jump into that running with Hayesville as well.
They've played well, extremely well at
Yeah.
times tonight. Hadn't made a whole lot of shots as a whole, and a lot of opportunities from the free throw line tonight that they shot well but not great. So there are some things there that Swain can do. Like I said, that passing's excellent on everybody. They do a good job getting the ball into the post. They've got some kids that can score. And, I think as these freshmen mature a little bit and get more playing time by the end of the year, highly competitive. And it's the Smoky Mountain Conference basketball. Consistently inconsistent. I mean, anybody can beat anybody any night here.
So the Bulldogs walking in. We're down to 30 seconds here. And playing this one out. And worth mentioning that if Murphy is the top of the Smoky Mountain Conference, they have a very good team and should make a pretty deep run in the playoffs would be my guess. They have length that will cause teams a lot of trouble. They have ball handlers throughout their lineup. We didn't get to see, fortunately, their three-point shooting other than Pickens. But if they add that to the mix, which I suspect they will, that will make them very formidable. And there's a foul by Wolf with 20 seconds left.
I think Murphy came out tonight and made a concerted effort that they were going to get the ball onto the block with 2 or 3 players and take advantage of some matchups that they had and felt that they were had the advantage in, and they did that. And they did it well.
There's a whole lot they do throughout their lineup. For instance, what I mean by that is they don't just post up their post players.
No.
They're picking and rolling and getting guards down on the block. And by doing that, it allows Coach Gutierrez to be able to pick on matchups as you get into closer ball games, playoffs, and such as that, and find matchups that work for his team. Hicks tries to get a shot up. We got a foul with 7.6. I don't think he really wanted to call that, but he had no choice as Hicks spilled to the ground. She's going back to the line again. I got her 8 of 12 now at the line, and she'll hit. One-ish.
Missed one-ish.
She gets 1 and 1. Looked like she's trying to get a shot off to me, but I don't know anything. So that one rolls out for her, unfortunately, and now they can just hold it with 5, and that's going to do us here. The final from Swain in the girls' contest is going to be 88-56 in favor of the Bulldogs. We're going to take a short break here of about 10 minutes. We'll be back with you for the men's contest.
This is Taylor Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. I'd like to talk to you about an important policy. Please remember that smoking and the use of smokeless tobacco or e-cigarettes and other vaping devices is prohibited on all campuses in Swain County. This includes Swain County Memorial Stadium. Smoking and the use of smokeless tobacco or e-cigarettes and other vaping devices is not allowed while on campus for faculty, staff, students, fans, or visitors to our campuses. Thank you for supporting Swain County Schools.
the Smoky Mountain Conference, one of North Carolina's oldest and most storied athletic conferences, producing champions on and off the playing field for decades. The Smoky Mountain Conference. Tradition lives here.
This is Taylor Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. Swain County Schools views athletic participation as an extension of the classroom, where valuable life lessons are taught and learned by student athletes. These lessons are best learned when respect is accorded to all participants: players, coaches, officials, administrators, and other fans. Profanity, sexist, racial, or ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at anyone in this contest venue will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Help us make the right call by exhibiting good sportsmanship throughout the event, regardless of personal feelings or loyalties during the contest. Sportsmanship. Together, we make the right call. Taylor Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you enjoy our videos, please hit the notification bell down below so you can get a notification every time that we upload a video. I'm Taylor Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you enjoy our videos, please hit the notification bell down below so you can get a notification every time that we upload a video.
Hello again, everybody. Toby Burl and Kevin Allman along the way for Maroon Devil basketball tonight against Murphy, the Bulldogs in town. So it's always tight when the Dogs and Devils get together. 4-5 for both teams, Kevin. And we're set to get underway here from Swain High School.
Yeah, looking at all the pregame stuff, it does. Two teams are about as evenly matched as you can get. Right away, Swain off the tip, and it looks like it's going to be Grunwald going to the basket for a two.
Well, Grunwald got the start tonight over Carter Kirkland, who has been starting. That's Abling with a fall away from the corner. Good shot by him. And I would suspect it was for that reason on that opening layup. What Donovan gives the Maroon Devils and Coach Scotty McMahon is a ton of athleticism out there, an ability to finish strong at the rim.
Yeah, missed that time by Noah Wolf. Back out front to Murphy.
That's Smith. That's their center over there. That's Hensley on the shot. Pond with the rebound. Now Noel Wolf into the front court, back over to Aiden Pond. Groenwald is in range over there with that shot. He goes baseline, kicks it. He's called for stepping out. Worth note too, Kevin, that we are still missing the third official. She has a calf injury over there that Kerry Powell is looking at. I don't think she's going to be available in this one. All of the other two officials met with both teams beforehand to explain that situation and ask for their patience. So we'll try to do the same from our vantage point.
Absolutely. Yeah, hope she does feel better. Murphy kicks it back out. Looked like Helmsley was thinking about another three. Thought better of it.
That's Isra Smith there. He drives to the baseline, kicks to the corner, all the way across court to Justice Dorsey. Dorsey, a 3-year starter for this Bulldog squad. And that shot is off. Big Nick with his first rebound of the night. And now Wolf goes to the wing, kicks it down low to Nick. Turnaround hook is good.
Nice move that time by Nick Millsaps. Just lowered the shoulder, created a little space. Maroon Devils pick up pressure. That leads to a 2-on-1 break. Unable to convert. Palm with the rebound. Kick ahead to Judea Littlejohn. Drives and going to be fouled this time by Hensley.
Good body positioning over there by Judea to draw that foul. Get a position in there. He'll go to the line. The Maroon Devils on the season, so-so free throw shooting team. Not fantastic, but not awful. So the key is Judea hitting the free throw line. He is a very good free throw shooter, so he'll get a second one here. Maroon Devils on top 5-2 to open things. And he's got both of them. Swain looking to press right away. Push the ball out of Justice Dorsey's hand, and they have done so. Kick to midcourt, though, and now they got one-on-one back with Millsaps. Dorsey shot way off the mark, poked out of there right back to him. So he'll contain the ball. Smith tries to back his way down, pops out. Nothing doing there. Back into Hensley. He moves around and is called for a travel from the sandwich there of Wolf and Millsaps. Now Murphy will back into a three-quarter court top trap. Smith on the wing. Groenwald falling out of bounds. Finds Millsaps. Littlejohn with a pump fake. Can't get that to go. Gets his own shot back. Groenwald steps back for a three and got it.
Interesting step back three there by Grunwald, but converts. Good job by Littlejohn staying with it and getting the pass out front.
Dorsey on the drive. Check that. That's Abling over there on the drive. He's a junior for the Bulldogs, and now Murphy will inbound. Justice Dorsey over here getting instructions from his coach. They inbound it right there to Hensley. He kicks it out to Smith. Smith running with his left hand, and is fouled by Littlejohn on that one, I believe. Yes. First on Swain. And now Isra Smith, a junior for the Bulldogs, in to this one. And our third official is returning to the floor. Looks like she's going to give it a go. Good for Smith. 9-3 your score. Maroon Devils out in front here. 5:16 to go in the first. One more free throw for Smith on the way. And it's good as well. Timeout Bulldogs. It's a 30, so we'll keep it right here and let you know that the Maroon Devil basketball program will be on the road starting Friday. They go to Robbinsville for a full slate of games over there, so the Maroon Devil Network will not be with you for that one, but we will be back with you on Monday as Smoky Mountain comes to town for a non-conference tilt with the Mustangs. So stay tuned for that one, or better yet, come out and see it in person. And then on Wednesday, a trip to Highlands for this Maroon Devil bunch, followed up on Friday with a trip to Blue Ridge Early College, formerly the artist known as Blue Ridge.
Yeah, that kills me every time you say that. Early college, good program. I did not know that they were strictly an early college program now.
The wrestling team will be on the road starting Friday. They are wrestling tomorrow night in Cherokee, or actually tonight. Now that you mention it, they're in Cherokee tonight, so we don't have anything to pass along to you on that one, unfortunately, but there's a steal by Abling, who lays that one in easily. And now they're looking to trap aggressively. The Bulldogs are. They kick it ahead to Groenwald, who pulls it out back to Littlejohn. Littlejohn takes a look around and cuts through. It's a straight man-to-man. Groenwald blows by his man. It pops out of there, and it'll be pulled down and gone the other way by Abling. He goes behind the back, poked away there by Littlejohn. Now Groenwald's got it. And the Maroon Devils will walk it up with Groenwald to the corner to Aiden Pond. Pond to get a screen from Millsaps, but up top to Wolf. Long three on the way. Set his feet. It's good.
Nice job that time by the Maroon Devil offense. Down low, back out front to the kick. Noah Wolf able to knock down the three. Inside to Smith. Smith able to convert, and he's going to be fouled that time. Looks like it's going to be Aiden Pond. It's going to be the second on Aiden Pond, and I believe, and Smith's going to go to the line and try and convert the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Isaiah Collins and Carter Kirkland in the Swain lineup. Collins provides a huge spark every time he seems to come on the court for Maroon Devils in terms of hustle and production. That free throw good by Smith. And 12-9 suddenly your score. Millsaps with it, looks up top. Kirkland fresh into the ballgame, three on the way. Back iron no good. There's Collins though. Up no good. There's Millsaps, and he gets fouled on the play. So Isaiah Collins keeping that one alive. Nick Millsaps finishing it off, and he's going to get an old-fashioned three-point play, and that's on Hensley, I believe. Is that correct? That'd be his second. And Millsaps to the line now to shoot one, and checking in will be Zach Hinkie for the Bulldogs, and out will be Dawson Hensley. And Nick Millsaps with a chance to polish off the old-fashioned three-point play here. And it's up and good by Nick, who has 5 on the game, and the Maroon Devils lead it 15-9.
2-on-1 here for Murphy, and Smith's going to be fouled that time by Collins. Probably not a smart idea by Smith. Should have went ahead and went up with it, even if he wasn't going to get it off. Chance to go to the line for 2. Score right now, Swain 15, Murphy 9. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Murphy back outside.
Dorsey on the drive. Millsaps with the rebound. Looks to outlet. Now Wolf will walk it up. Dorsey tries to pin him on that side over there. Wolf pulls back, steps back, finds Collins on the outside, who goes around to Kirkland. Kirkland ball fake, corner, fade away. Off back iron, no good. Gets his own rebound, gives it to Collins inside, who lays it in.
Blue Devils pick it up. Smith goes right through, pulls up for 2. Going to be long. Millsaps with the rebound, going to be knocked away. Swain County's ball. So like you said, Collins came in and provided a lift right off the bench, scoring, keeping the ball alive.
Devontae Murray into the ball game for the Bulldogs now, and they go full three-quarter court zone trap now when they're going to trap it right there. Groenwald dribbles through, kicks it baseline, and it is out of bounds off of Swain, I feel quite certain, and they're going to straighten that out, give Murphy the ball right here.
Yeah, 1-2-2 trap. Murphy came out in it. One place you don't want to go is the sideline.
And they go to midcourt to beat it, and they're going to have numbers. Murray all the way to the bucket. Millsaps with the block. Swain fans love that.
Grunwald comes back the other way off to Carter Kirkland. Dribbles in, over to Collins. Collins to Millsaps. Millsaps lays it up and in. So 7 quick points here in the first quarter for Nick Millsaps. Maroon Devils right back with pressure. Murphy kicks it across court over to Smith. Smith drives. He puts it up, no good.
That's Murray with the rebound back out to Abeling, way long. Maroon Devils caught flat-footed, and Hinkie lays it in. Kirkland to Collins, over to Groenwald, who's trapped again. He tries to beat the trap, and there's going to be a block called over there on Zane Hinkie. And Littlejohn and Gage Jones into the Swain lineup. It's going to get Millsaps and Wolf a breather here. Inbound to Littlejohn, man-to-man defense by the Bulldogs. Littlejohn passes off to Jones. He goes around the screen back to Groenwald. Littlejohn within his range over there in the corner, drives the baseline, hands it back off to Collins, back outside to Groenwald. 3 on the way. Front iron, no good. Collins keeps it alive and taps it to Littlejohn for the lay-in.
Good job that time by Collins. Maroon Devils right back with pressure again. Murphy throws it away. So Maroon Devils are getting exactly what they want. Not a turnover every time down the court, but Murphy's took some ill-advised shots, kind of playing at the tempo it doesn't look like they want to play at, or at least their coach doesn't want them to play at.
Exactly, and quickly into the ball game is Jesse Kephart for the Bulldogs. Again, three-quarter court trap, looking to trap it once it comes across, and Smith gets the steal there. looked as if he might be going in for a dunk, but he's fouled before he can do so by Carter Kirkland. That'll be Kirkland's first, and they'll send Smith back to the line where he's got 7 of the Bulldogs' 11 points already by my count.
Yes, that is true. And misses a free throw.
Have a second one to his credit here. We've already approached the 2-minute mark in this first quarter and actually under it at 1:55. It doesn't feel like that, but nonetheless, it has been a quick played first half and our first quarter and well played. The Maroon Devils have played well and lead it by 11 at this juncture. That's blocked by Kirkland, and they're going to call him for the foul. It'll be his second right away. So Carter Kirkland picks up his second. Brandon Salinas quickly up off the Swain bench will check in. It's going to be Zane Hinkie at the free throw line for the Bulldogs, and that one is no good. Salinas is going to get Kirkland.
Murphy unable to convert very much from the free throw line here in the first quarter, and Hinkie able to knock down the second one.
Littlejohn steams into the front court, right into the trap, kicks to the corner to Salinas. Now Salinas is trapped back to Littlejohn and turned it over.
We'll see if Smith can dunk it. No, he can't.
Brings a rise out of the Swain crowd. Littlejohn step back three, front iron no good. Collins battling for the rebound. And let's see who that's going to go against. 33, it'll be against Hinkie, his second. So once again, Collins' hustle pays off for the Maroon Devils. Tommy Spees into the ball game for Smith. Salinas to inbound.
Over to Collins. Collins muscles his way inside, gets his own rebound, back up again. Going to be off Swain to Murphy. Didn't look like a whole lot of contact under there, but I thought the ball did go off a Murphy player out of bounds. Swain picks right back up with the pressure, into the middle, over the side. Now 2-on-2. We'll see what Murray does here. He pulls it back out, makes an errant pass.
Throws it right to Salinas. Kicked ahead to Littlejohn by Groenwald, and Littlejohn lays it in for the easy layup.
Once again, a turnover caused by Collins. Collins goes up and unable to convert. Rebound comes out to Murphy. It looks like it's going to be a reach this time by, I believe it's going to be Jadea Littlejohn. And the clock's still running.
Who was the foul on? 20.
Jadea Littlejohn. I think she said Littlejohn.
20.
Oh, so they called it on Gage Jones.
Yeah, Jones with a foul, and we're going to put. See if we're getting 1-1. I don't know if they're going to put any time back on the clock or not. Justice Dorsey is checking back into the lineup. Let's see who he gets. He's got Murray. And that will put Jesse Kephart, a junior, on the free throw line. And now we're going to put 50 seconds back on the clock, or run it down from there at least. So 1-1 the rest of the half for the Bulldogs. Kephart's first one is good. You know, sometimes, Kevin, the spark for a team that's struggling a little bit offensively is to get to that line in a 1-on-1 situation and get some buckets to fall.
The easiest way to score points from the free throw line. That's why they're called free, and it's so bad that people don't shoot better. Nice move that time by Gage Jones. He goes coast to coast. Swain right back with the pressure. Murphy kicks him cross court. Drives in that time. Little flying one-hander. Going to be Littlejohn and Kephart get tangled up. Looks like a jump ball.
Was jump balls. Good job by the officials to get in there and keep those two separated. It is Murphy Swain. It's going to be heated, so good job realizing that it's not lighthearted fun. Littlejohn comes from nowhere to steal that. Does a good job backing out, and then is undercut by Dorsey. The Swain crowd pretty upset about that one. as he caught Judea the spot there that could have caused injury. Judea at the line is 2 for 2 already and has 6.
So Little John sparking a little bit right here.
Free throw's good. And now Noel Wolf checks back in. Let's see who he's got. He's going to get Groenwald out for the first time tonight. Donovan providing good spark in that starting role. He missed some time last week with a wisdom tooth. So I know Coach Scotty McMahon and his folks are glad to have him back. That one's off and rebounded over there by Hinkie, but then he walks with it. Very quickly, Nick Millsaps checks in. He's going to get Salinas, which means that Little John will now inbound the ball. And Nick Millsaps directing traffic. Gets it over and through the double team. Wolf picks it up, sets it down. Jones with a 3 on the way. No good. There's Millsaps with the rebound and the 3.
Good job that time by Millsaps, as they literally have nobody that can match up with him down low.
And that's 3 on Hinkie, who's the replacement for Hensley, who had 2. So they've used up 5 fouls on Nick.
They have no answer for Nick right now. Nick's just bodying up and going over the top of him. Collins with a few tips out to him. Murphy pushes back ahead. Our score here at the end of the first quarter with about 12 seconds. Maroon Devils 28, Murphy 13.
3 on the way from Abeling. That's a knuckleball, no good. Little John pulls it out of there with a chance to get a shot off. Good if it goes, and rimmed it, but wouldn't go. So that's going to do our first quarter play with our Maroon Devils on top, 28-13. The Smoky Mountain Conference, one of North Carolina's oldest and most storied athletic conferences, producing champions on and off the playing field for decades. The Smoky Mountain Conference. Tradition lives here. So we open the second quarter, 28-13, and the Maroon Devils basketball. Swain returns its starting unit to the floor, as does the Bulldogs. Noel Wolf works on that side, inside to Millsaps, turns, shoots, and gets it to go.
Nick having a big first half here, as I've got him with what, 12, 11 points first half?
11.
Just starting the second quarter. Murphy pushes up and able to convert that time as it's Abeling on the 2. So our score 30-15, and just like that, another turnover for the Maroon Devils. Gonna give the ball right back to Murphy, just what you don't want to happen. Oswater is one of the finest men I know and a really good coach. And Doug Clemens said, you want to win the first 2 minutes of every quarter. Little John drives, goes up, unable to convert. Millsaps with a tip. He's unable to convert, right back to Little John, who does convert.
I've got Nick with 6 rebounds already. Wolf with it. He heads up the front court against Smith. Pulls back out, finds Aiden Pond. Pond, there's Groenwald with a long 3, and it's nothing but net. I was going to say that I guess you would consider Aiden a 4 offensively. Defensively, but he's a very good passer. Foul on Wolf, that'll be his first. And Smith will shoot 1 right here following the make.
Pond plays his role.
He does, but he does a very good job passing as an outlet passer. That's blocked by Millsap, but right to Hensley.
Grunwald for three again. He's heat check, no good, but Little John with the rebound, and he's able to put it back in, reverse layup. Blue Devils, go ahead.
Judea is a sneaky rebounder. He uses his length to his advantage. Nick's just swatting him out of there left and right.
Definite size advantage in the blocks tonight for the Maroon Devils with both Nick Millsaps and Aiden Pond.
And then you bring in Collins, who's nothing but energy and hustle, and it's quite a 1-2 punch.
It is.
It's kind of like lightning and thunder if you think about it that way. Isaiah tends to get buckets and rebounds that he really shouldn't get at his size, but he does anyway.
Yeah.
Little John on the step back in. I think that's Swain's bread and butter inbound play for years.
Maroon Devils up, 40-19 here early in the second half. Here goes Smith back for two more. Cut that lead to 17, 40-23. Little John kick ahead, turnover. It's going to be a foul that time on Aiden Pond. Maybe a little bit of ill-advised pass that time by Little John. The mind was in the right place. The body wasn't.
As we say at this point in time is that Murphy doesn't have to run an offense. If they get fouled, they're going to shoot free throws. So Collins in for Pond, as that's Pond's second. And so Isaiah in with 5:51 to go in this second period of play. 40-21 your score. And Dawson Hensley at the line. And he's back iron no good. Millsaps with a rebound.
Little John pushes ahead over to Noah Wolf. Noah pulls up for the three. He'll be a little strong. Rebounded inside by Abeling.
He comes the other way between his legs, looks the other way, and shoots it underneath, push off by Hensley. And he got that to go. Timeout Swain. We'll keep it right here with it since it's a 30. But again, Swain is wrestling tonight. It's a tri-match with Cherokee at Cherokee. This weekend they'll be at the Uwharrie National Preserve, I guess, for lack of a better term, at Uwharrie Charter School, who's hosting a Penn autism event, I believe it is. And the Maroon Devils are going to go down and take that long trip on a Friday, Saturday overnight to participate in that tournament. Give our kids some extra experience as well.
Be a good trip.
It should be, you're right.
We have some outstanding wrestlers, and I'm sure they'll do exceptionally well, but it's like anything else. You get tired of seeing the same opponents week after week after week after week. So, go outside your comfort zone a little bit and see some different styles, some different approaches, and give your kids that experience for the time when state comes.
Swain beats the pressure as we return to action. Grunwald jump shot. It's off. You almost as a shooter, Kevin, and you would know better than I as a good shooter, that as a shooter, you got to have a great amount of confidence when Millsaps and Collins are in the game that they're going to get some offensive stickbacks if you miss shots. So you can shoot with some confidence, I guess. Wolf up top resets things over to Grunwald now. Collins shoot out of the lane by Millsaps. Three on the way from Isaiah, and he buries it. So Collins adds a stretch four element to the Swain offense. Littlejohn's going to pick that one off easily. Weaves his way in, floater doesn't go, but look who's there. And he's got the rebound, his fourth.
Good job that time by Littlejohn picking off the cross-court pass. And Collins just in the right place at the right time. He puts himself in those positions. He works hard to get inside position, and he takes advantage. Really quick off his feet.
20-point lead now for our Maroon Devils. 30-second timeout for the Bulldogs. And we'll keep it here to say next Tuesday the Maroon Devil wrestling team will be in action again. I think they're on the road. As a matter of fact, I'm positive they're on the road for that one as well. Swain will be back home on Monday. We've said that before. Tune in here on the Maroon Devils Network. And we'll have all the action for you, starting with the varsity girls game on that Monday night contest against Smoky Mountain. Also traveling to Highlands and then to Blue Ridge Early College next week, the Maroon Devils will be, as well as Robbinsville this Friday for a big tilt with the Black Knights. Collins at the line, shooting 1-1. Back iron no good. Rebounded there by Spies, I think. Smith's pull-up jumper, and that one rolls around and out. Collins with another rebound.
Kicks ahead to Wolf. Wolf to Little John. Little John across the Grunwald, and the old set shot.
Old set shot.
Smith right back out with the pull-up jump shot, and Smith able to knock it down. Smith has been the offense for Murphy here tonight.
I'm pretty sure he's convinced that if we'll let him play at that pace the rest of the night, he may score 40.
Yeah. They may lose by 40.
We may win by 40, but he may score 40.
But he's going to get his. Here's Grunwald back out front. You can tell he's just looking for a shot now. Goes baseline. Curley kneels it over to Noah Wolf. Wolf with the three. That's going to be long. And here goes Smith. Ooh, he tried to give it up that time. Here comes Little John back after them over to Wolf. And not one of the better exchanges we've seen in this game tonight either way.
Justice Dorsey and Jesse Kephart back in the ball game. He's going to get Smith, and that will be Tommy Spies check out. Abeling, nope, check that all the way down to Caleb Allen. That's Abeling with a short jumper. Little John gets a finger on it, but it goes right back to Abeling. Up and under is good by Abeling. He's up to 8 now. Wolf dances along in the backcourt looking ahead. Little John walks the tightrope over there with Justice Dorsey. Now splits the two, tries to get through, tripped, hits the ground, no foul called over there, and it will be Murphy ball off of Little John. Swain's going to go ahead and trap it. 3:26 in the second. Maroon Devils still 18-point advantage here in this one. That's Hensley attacking. Back out to Allen. Cross court to Dorsey. And that one rattles around and out. And Millsaps tracks it down. Hands it off to Wolf, and they'll head the other way.
So Maroon Devils looking to stretch an 18-point lead here, back up to 20. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Little John dribbling over on the side, over to Wolf. Wolf into the free throw line. Bank shot. 2 for Noah Wolf. Gotta call those.
Here comes Dorsey beating the press and gives it up to Hensley. Allen in the corner. 3 on the way from Allen, and it's good. I watched that kid during warm-ups, and he didn't miss a thing from long distance. He was pure as day. So you don't want to give him a whole lot of daylight. Grunwald at the top feathers it under for Millsaps, who loses it, then falls on Hensley, and it'll go out of bounds off of Swain. Things starting to get a little sloppy for the Maroon Devils. Gage Jones checks in right here. He's going to get Little John, and Wolf is going to move. Now they've got it maybe worked out.
Looks like Maroon Devils are going to drop back to 1-3-1.
That's 3 on the way. Collins loses that battle and fouls Hensley. Check that. Gage Jones is going to get called for that one. It looked like Collins to me. Hensley with another offensive rebound. He goes back to the line.
Looks like they're going to tee up somebody. Not sure.
Technical foul on Jones.
Looks like it.
If that's on him, that's his 3rd foul because the technical counts as a personal. So Little John's going to have to check back in. Jones. And now Hensley will shoot the foul first. And missed it. He'll get a second one. Salinas and Littlejohn at the scorer's table. He misses that one. Jones and Wolf out. And now Abeling will shoot the free throws for the technical. Abling gets his, and it's now 47-31. A golden opportunity for the Bulldogs right here to cut into the Swain lead with the 4 technicals, of which they only hit 1 free throw, and now they will get the ball out of bounds. So they had a golden opportunity at an 8-point or 9-point play right here and have converted 1 point so far.
Yeah. It's big for the Maroon Devils. I mean, they literally had a chance to cut it back down into single digits.
Yes.
And at this point, unable to get anything out of it besides 1 point. Here goes Abling. Misses inside. Millsap's off to Grunwald. Grunwald pushes up. Drives baseline, kicks back out to Collins. And Collins. Abling with the steal. He's going to go in for 2. You're right. It's got a little sloppy right here, and Murphy's able to cut a 20-point lead down to 14 right here. Now it's going to be 12.
I think if they'd capitalized on that 8-point play possibility, where things have been. So it's down to 47-35 with 1:36. Coach McMahon takes a timeout here to talk to his troops and try to settle the forces down just a little bit.
Absolutely. Like I said, it got a little sloppy, and Swain was playing really good, and then 3 or 4 turnovers in a row. And, I'm not a huge fan of the three-point line, but with the three-point line, 3 or 4 turnovers in a row, you can turn that into 12, 14 points really quick.
Easy. That's the makings of a big run.
Yeah.
It could be a difference maker in a ball game.
Yeah. And so Murphy able to pull it to within 12 here with 1.5 minutes to go in the first half.
So Swain in a little bit of foul trouble. Nothing major really other than Gage Jones now has 3 with that technical that was called on him. Aiden Pond 2 and Carter Kirkland 2.
Yeah, not really sure why. He must have said something. She was adamant.
It was not much that anybody saw on the court, but the officials certainly saw it and called it right away.
One of the 7 words you don't say on radio, maybe?
Apparently, yeah. So now the Bulldogs will pressure the ball where they've been quite successful. Littlejohn back in the ball game. He kicks it ahead to Salinas, tight ropes his way around, goes all the way to the hole, misses the shot, rebounded over there by Caleb Hyde, who's fresh into the ball game. And now Justice Dorsey brings it down. Caleb Allen lurking down in the corner asking for the ball. I think he may very well be their 3-point ace. They look to the block, but I don't see much happening down there with Hyde off the bench going against Millsaps. Dorsey with a screen out there. Jump stops, nothing happening. Now they can switch back to their original men. And Collins fouls Kephart. That will put him on the line. Collins now with 2.
You can tell that time Murphy was going to be a little more patient and get the shot they wanted with 1.5 minutes. They worked 30 seconds off the clock and able to get a good look here. Kephart knocks down the first free throw. So
chance to pull to within 10 right here.
Chance to pull within 10. You still got 1 minute to play. They're able to do that. So 10-point game, 47-37. Murphy, Salinas comes back out. Good look ahead by Littlejohn that time. Salinas knocks down the layup. So a little under 1 minute here to go in the first half. Murphy coming up court against the pressure from the Maroon Devils.
Good answer that last possession by the Maroon Devils to not only answer but try to get the pace back up to their liking. Step back blocked by Collins. Rebounded in there and put in, though, by Kephart.
30 seconds to go here in the first half. Maroon Devils inbound to Grunwald. Grunwald over to Collins. Collins over to Littlejohn. Littlejohn out at the timeline. Dribbles around for a minute. Back out to Grunwald. Not sure they know what they want to do here.
He called for a screen, then kicks it back to Littlejohn. We're at 5, we're at 4, we're at 3. Littlejohn banks it home.
Good move that time by Littlejohn. He's able to make something happen.
That's going to do our first half with the Maroon Devils in the lead, 51-39. We'll be right back with second half action.
Kayla Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you enjoy our videos, please hit the notification bell down below so you can get a notification every time that we upload a video.
So we're set to return for second half action, and to cap off their torrid run near the end of the first half, the Bulldogs, of course, will receive the ball first here to open the second half with a chance to once again cut the Swain lead to 10 or under in this case.
Really important for the Maroon Devils to get off to a quick start here in the third quarter. Put the foot on the gas, get it back up, see if they can get it back up to 20-22. Murphy's come out with a different mentality, it looks like, in that late second quarter to here it goes. Little John pushes it up the court, pulls up for the three, and knocks it down.
He's feeling it. I had him at 16 at the half.
Yep. And that's going to give him 19.
Yep. It's a strange-looking offense the Bulldogs are running. I've not seen it before.
Unusual type of offense. Usually when a team's playing a zone, you want to offset. So even front, you want to go odd number on offense, and it's a 2-1-2 zone with a 2-1-2 offense. Really strange. It matches up, provides bad matchups. But just like that, Murphy goes back inside. It's going to be the foul on Aiden Pond. I believe his third.
Yeah, he's the only Maroon Devil other than Gage Jones that's in any foul trouble. So Collins at the bench ready to check in for him.
Hensley able to knock down a free throw. He missed two big free throws there in the first half.
He did. They were huge at that point. As we said, an 8-point opportunity. And they missed 3 of the 4 free throws.
Knocks down 1 out of 2. Little John with the rebound, pushing it back up the court. Kicks over to Wolf. Wolf with the pull-up 2. Long, Grunwald. Oh. Had his hands on the rebound, unable to control it. Ball goes out of bounds. So Murphy down 14 right here to start the fourth quarter. Kicks ahead. Here goes Smith. Looks like Smith's going to be fouled by Millsaps.
He was enveloped by Millsaps is a better word.
That is a good.
Yeah. It was one of those you're not going to score and get to 3.
Yeah.
We might get a block shot out of this, otherwise you're shooting free throws.
A good way to put it. Smith short on the first free throw.
So 14-point advantage for the Maroon Devils. Go ahead.
You can tell Smith wants this game to be wide open.
Yeah.
He flourishes. I like his game. It's a good mid-range game. 12, 14 feet on the pull-ups and stuff. Here goes Grunwald for 3. A little short. Picked up by Noel Wolf. Wolf able to put it back in off the bounce and put the Maroon Devils. Judea Little John off the inbound pass. Fouled and converts. So just like that, the Maroon Devils go on a little spurt, push it back up to 18, chance to put it up to 19.
I'm glad they answered in the manner that they have.
Yeah, like we were talking about earlier in the first half, coaches always told me the first 2 minutes of every quarter are huge. And the first 5 minutes of the game and first 5 minutes of the second half are the biggest time of the whole game. Maroon Devils keep up pressure. Murphy able to split it. Smith, like I said, Smith likes his tempo. He gets out and goes. He likes the tempo.
That's on Little John, his second. Going to send Smith back to the line. I've got him 3 of 6, but I almost feel like I've missed some of his free throws because he seems to be there every time I've turned around. The Maroon Devils have pushed this lead back up to 19 now at 59-40 on an 8-1 run to open this quarter.
He's left a lot of points on the table from the free throw line.
Yep.
His three's all he's made. He's had 8 opportunities, I believe.
Yep. And the Bulldogs in total have left a lot at the free throw line.
They have Smith able to knock it away, and here they go out on the break.
She's done. She can't go. And we hate to see that. Applaud her willingness to give it a try and hope she hasn't injured herself worse by going. So we're back to 2 officials here. Teams will need to make their adjustments accordingly. So the Maroon Devils now 59-42 with 6:06 remaining, third period of play. Break the press. Wolf with a clean look at a 3, misses it. Abling with a rebound.
Murphy with numbers. Back out to Smith. Smith with the pull-up. Going to be long on that one. Rebound off the Millsaps. Millsaps over to Grunwald. Grunwald kicks it ahead to Little John. Little John with a heat check. Going to be short. Rebound Murphy. Abling pushes it back up the court.
I believe this helter-skelter type pace is good for the Maroon Devils. Their perimeter players especially. Doesn't really take much advantage of Millsaps and his presence in the paint, but they are so athletic with this particular lineup.
They are quick to the ball, get their hands on a lot of passes defensively, get to the rim. There goes Wolf.
And good shooters for the most part.
Yeah, they have some dandy shooters.
They've got people they can spot up. 4 of the 5 on the court right now can spot up and hit a 3. And Wolf, Littlejohn, and Grunwald have all shown a penchant for being able to drive and finish at the rim.
Yeah, then you got Millsaps, who's cleaned up everything on the glass. Wolf's going to be short with the first free throw. Speaking of nice stroke, got a really nice stroke. You ever seen a lefty with a bad stroke?
I have not.
It's amazing.
I was just thinking the same thing.
It is amazing. Wolf knocks down the second free throw.
It's like left-handed hitters in baseball and softball. You never see one with a bad swing, ever.
It's amazing. Amazing. May not shoot worth anything, but their stroke is pure.
It looks good.
Yeah. My son couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, but had the purest stroke. It was just so pretty. And you know, I mean, it's just amazing. Amazing.
That foul on Grunwald. Get it into Hemsley, but I'm not real sure what he was going to do with it in that situation.
I don't think he knew.
His options were bad and worse.
That's it.
He chose bad.
Blame it on his teammate, putting him in a really bad position. Maroon Devils up 18 here, 60-42. Going to be a foul that time on Grunwald, setting an illegal screen. We were talking about that in the first game, in the girls' game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they do now you can call a screen. It's more like getting away.
Yep.
It is.
Devontae Murray into the ball game. I think we got a wet spot out here that we're going to address, where Justice Dorsey and Grunwald collided and fell. After watching the student section giving Chase Hughes a huge hand for his efforts in cleaning off the floor. He's not done. Get back out there, Chase.
We got to give Chase and Zach Torres a shout out.
They do a great job.
They do. They do a really good job.
Chase was Johnny on the spot with that one.
Oh, yeah.
Despite the heckling from the student section. So
Carl's going to check the whole floor now.
Yeah. I think we've got it. So we're good. But after seeing the gruesome injury in the JV game last Friday, I don't want to see anybody slipping on the court.
Millsaps with another rebound off the Abilene miss. Judea Littlejohn pushes it up the court. Over to Grunwald in the corner. Millsaps comes over. Grunwald ignores the screen, pulls up for a 3. Going to be off. Here comes Smith back at it. I have noticed he don't like to go left.
He pulled that one out. It's the first one I've seen him pull out.
Murray with an ill-advised pass. Picked off out to Littlejohn. Littlejohn over to Noel Wolf. Wolf surveys the situation into Collins. Collins with the ball fake, left-handed up, off the glass and good.
Sweet shot that time from Collins, shooting it over a larger opponent, using the glass to his advantage.
Smith, nice tip that time to Abilene. Abilene scores from inside the paint.
Full timeout by the Bulldogs there, and we'll take it along with them.
I'm Taylor Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you enjoy our videos, please hit the notification bell down below so you can get a notification every time that we upload a video.
So Maroon Devils basketball as we return to play here, and it looks like the Bulldogs have changed their press just a little bit. Collins weaves his way through, Groenwald back out to Littlejohn. He weaves his way through and loses the handle out of bounds. Bulldog basketball, 62-44 your score, 3:53 remaining in the third period of play, and you're watching the Maroon Devils Network. We appreciate you tuning in with us here on a Tuesday night. Bulldogs and Devils hard at it.
1-3-1 defense now by the Maroon Devils. Interesting, though, that Millsap's playing the baseline.
Yeah.
Littlejohn with the rebound. Littlejohn does a good job on the boards. Kicks it ahead to Grunwald. Grunwald to the hole. Takes a bump off the glass and going to be a little strong. Rebound off to Dorsey. Dorsey pushes over to Kephart. Kephart able to score. First points Murphy scored in a little while. But still just a 16-point game. It seems like it should be more. Grunwald shoots a three, short. Collins gets a hand on it. It's going to be off Smith. Still Maroon Devil basketball.
Carter Kirkland back into the ballgame. He made a quick appearance in the first quarter, picked up 2 quick fouls, and has been silent since. And he's back in the ballgame. He'll give Groenwald a breather here at the 3:12 mark. Inbound to Wolf, back over to Kirkland at the top. They work the top volleyball 10-foot line. Now Littlejohn works his way back out. Wolf backs it all the way out. Littlejohn sets the offense to this side. Kirkland thought about a three. Now give and go to Millsaps, and basically all you got to do is fall down if Nick touches you in that situation, and you're going to get the call.
Just like Hensley on the other end a minute ago, there are certain situations you don't want to put your big men in. Yeah, it was a great pass, a great move, but like you said, all he's got to do as soon as he turns around, go to the ground. Here goes Abilene, nowhere to go, kicks over to Kephart. Kephart goes back into the lane, back to Abilene. I'm not sure. Murphy basically runs no offense.
No.
But Smith's able to pull up and knock it down.
Millsaps and Abilene go down in a heap, and now Kirkland throws it away, and Abilene steals it. He'll go in and lay it in.
So just like that, 4 quick points by Murphy's cut the lead back to 12.
And timeout, Coach Scotty McMahon, as things are getting sloppy again. We saw that in the first half. Maroon Devils had things well under control. Got sloppy, it kind of slipped away from them, and Murphy clawed their way back into it, and that's on the cusp of happening again with a 12-point advantage here with these Maroon Devils.
And, you know, they shoot quick.
Yeah.
They shoot quick, and that's okay. That's okay. But, you know, you got a team 18, 20 points down, make them play defense for a minute and a half, you know, work the ball around side to side a few times, and generally teams quit. You know, nobody wants to play defense. I don't care who you are. you can be the greatest defensive player in the world and you still hate it.
Yeah.
You know, so if you have to
it's
move.
hard work.
It is. So if you have to move for a minute, minute and a half, you know, you don't want that. You're going to start reaching, taking chances, trying to get the ball back. And you get easy shots. And I think that's what we need to do, just pull back out, work the ball around 2 or 3 times. Get some touches into Millsaps. Millsaps had a big first half and basically dominated in the paint and has touched it one time here and picked up a foul.
We've not seen him since.
Yeah.
I've got Littlejohn for 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 steals.
He's played exceptionally well.
And Millsaps had those quick points, and he's not scored since then. He's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Kept alive by Collins. Shocker.
Back to Littlejohn, who scores. Another shocker. But, you know, in turnover by Murphy, Grunwald, lucky to not be called for over and back there, but Grunwald able to take it away. Grunwald drives baseline, pulls up for the 12-footer, going to be short. Collins right there for the rebound and the putback.
Or was that a pass?
Yeah,
depends on if you ask Donovan, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I was passing that the whole way.
Murphy comes right back. Devontae Murray going to be his first 2 points of the game. But yeah, we're talking, and threes that were falling early in the first half for Swain. Other than Littlejohn, there they go back into Millsaps. Mill goes up, and just like that, 2 points for Millsaps. And you're 3 quarters in now. That 3-point shot's a little more difficult. Legs are a little tired, and Smith goes up and able to convert. Littlejohn looks like they're gonna call it Swain ball. Man got away with one there. It looked like he just kind of dribbled it off his hand. Swain.
Go ahead, Salinas in the game for Millsaps.
Got a minute to go here in the third quarter. They go into Collins. Back out to Littlejohn. Littlejohn kicks to Kirkland. They're going to call a travel on Kirkland.
It's not Carter's night. He's having a tough go of it.
Some days are like that.
It is. It is. That's the good thing about having Carter, Wolf, Littlejohn, and Grunwald. Their virtually games are a lot alike.
They are.
And if one of them's off, the odds are good the other 3 are on, and it's been that way a lot. That's a tough call on Judea.
He was a little late getting over there.
Yeah, he was.
And Smith took advantage of it. Like I said, Smith, he wants this game 90 feet as fast as it'll go.
Yeah.
He has thrived on that.
He's had a good night. He's a good ball player. He's long and thin, wiry, quick, good movement, attacks with the ball real well.
Yep. Able to knock down a free throw, which is surprising because he's got a nice little stroke there. I mean, he's got. But
I've got him
terrible
up to
free throw shooter.
18 right now.
Yeah. And he's what, 4 out of 10, 4 out of 12 from the free throw line?
Yeah, he's not shot well from the free throw line.
There goes Kephart, just like that. It's an 11-point game, 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Grunwald takes it to the hole, going to be short. You're going to call, looks like a blocking foul on 14, Kephart. So that's going to send Grunwald to the free throw line. But as much as we've mentioned Swain and scoring, and then you look up at the clock and it's an 11-point game.
Yeah. Grunwald with a second one now. I've got him up to 10 points on the night, and he makes that one for 11. And the Maroon Devil lead is 12 at 69-57. And that goes out of bounds off Smith.
So Maroon Devils with the ball here to end the third quarter. Kirkland gets it took away. 10 seconds to go here. Murphy with the ball, and he's going to be fouled that time by Littlejohn.
That's 4 on him. That's a big foul right here with 7 seconds left in this third period of play. Judea Littlejohn's 4th. and he will come out of the ball game as Wolf's going to get him. And to the line is Jesse Kephart, who is 3 of 4 there tonight. And a chance to cut this lead to 10 as we close out the third period of play. And Swain had that one. But it should be Murphy ball. But unfortunately, with the two officials, they didn't see that.
Well, Carl got a head start there going back down the corner.
He did.
He just took it for granted.
That's the right call. I know
call.
it's disappointing from Swain's side, but that was the right call. I'm glad they got it right.
Yeah. Like I said, Carl had a big head start there. He was pretty much on the other baseline. It's tough.
Fade away from the corner, no good. There's Murray, and that'll be Swain. It's going to do it for the third period. Swain on top, 69-57. Fourth quarter set to get underway. We got 8 minutes separating us between regulation. Swain starts their starters with the exception of Littlejohn. Millsaps gets that one.
Sometimes it's such an easy game.
It is.
It is amazing. Amazing. Good entry pass. Millsaps just faces up and scores. Murray shoots.
Nobody to pass it to. I think I'll just shoot
I'll just shoot it. That was interesting. That was. Wolf comes back out to Pond, over to Collins. Collins back out to Grunwald. Grunwald going to pull the trigger on a three, and it's going to be short. Rebound Murphy. Kephart pushes it up the court. Kephart's been solid after this. Takes the length of the court and. When it's your night, it's your night. Collins cross court, Millsaps. Millsaps kicks over to Noah Wolf.
Wolf trying to clear for Nick down low on Murray. Murray doesn't have an answer.
I don't.
If he's going to fall down and the fall down doesn't work, then what's he going to do?
Yeah, I mean it's. Like I said, sometimes it's just a simple game. And
73-61. Let's do a check on Nick here. I got him for 17 and 11.
Yeah, 17 points.
And 4 block shots to go along with that. So good night for Nick. Nick here over the weekend had 17 rebounds in the game versus Franklin. Where they did a lot of the same thing that they're doing tonight by trying to force it in the paint to Nick. They matched up better height-wise. Franklin did, but they still didn't have an answer for stopping him or keeping him off the glass, offensive boards.
Height and broad shoulders.
Yeah.
Two things you can't teach, and athletic ability.
Nick has grown into doing a very good job of playing with his hands above his head.
Yeah.
And that's key for big men because if you bring the ball down, you make yourself shorter.
Yep. Yeah, he's done an outstanding job tonight. Like I said, 3 on the way, going to be short. Pond with the rebound. Pond looking at somebody to outlet to, over to Collins. Collins back to Pond. Pond kicks ahead to Noah Wolf. Noah pulls up, shoots a 2, going to be short. Right there with his hand on the ball, Collins. So he goes from one end of the floor with the rebound to the other end of the floor tapping it.
Well, he kept that thing alive, and it's a good job by Noel waiting till Nick and Isaiah got in position before he took that shot. He could have forced the issue and tried to go all the way to the hole, but knew he had the shot and just took his time with it. Now Bulldogs basketball, a chance to cut to 10 or under with 6:13 remaining. Maroon Devils in a zone now, it looks like. 3 on the way from Allen. That's long. Collins is there, his 10th. Wolf thought about it, pulled up, gives it back to Pond. Collins on the other side, swings it, goes all the way to the hole. And we got a charge on Collins. As they say, Hensley was set over there. That will be Isaiah's 3rd. But more importantly, gives the Bulldogs another opportunity here to cut into the Swain lead. Not a popular decision for the Swain faithful. I personally did not get a good look at whether Hensley was set because we were screened from other players. Abeling showing off his dribbling ability, then a running one-hander, and that counts. And so now the Bulldogs a chance to cut into this lead and get it to single digits as Abeling goes to the free throw line after a nifty between the legs fadeaway that he got pushed by Groenwald. Abeling 1 of 2 from the line. He goes back there again, shoots this one, nothing but net. 9-point lead for the Maroon Devils. We're at 5:46 left in this one. Groenwald splits the defenders, goes all the way to the bucket, and is fouled on the play by Hensley. And that will send Donovan to the line for a pair of free throws here, and a chance to push the lead back to 11. So Donovan will set himself and take his shot into the home basket. It crawls up and over. And he will have a second one now for his troubles. 10-point lead, Maroon Devils. That one's short. Nick with the rebound is fouled on the play. 12 rebounds, back to the line for him, and that is on Hensley again, his 5th by the scorers. And Dawson Hensley has fouled out of this ball game with 5:38 remaining.
Like I said, I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult. Sometimes you got to pull it back and like I said, Millsaps, they have nobody that can handle it. And I know it's hard.
That one's off.
But you got to knock down the free throws too.
Yeah.
We've got to make free throws. It's going to come down now to free throws. 10-point game, 74-64. Millsaps for his 2nd free throw.
And Murphy gets to shoot 2 of them the rest of the way.
Yep. Misses both of them right there.
And that's Abeling with the rebound. He'll bring it into the front court. Dorsey with it on the wing to set the offense. He is their floor general. Now that's Smith cutting through on the backside. He goes back cross court to Dorsey. Over to Kephart on the wing. Shot inside, way off by Spies. And rebounded by Collins, his 11th. And now it'll be Groenwald crossing half court against Abeling. Pond with a screen. Another screen. You'd almost wish they wouldn't screen at this point because you don't want to get an offensive foul, you know?
It's true.
So Abeling, who made that last shot, turns the ball over in his hand 3 or 4 times. That is allowed in today's game, I guess. Back in the olden days when you and I played, that would have been called a carry.
It's true. Pick the ball up, take 3 or 4 steps, and put it right back on the floor. Yeah.
Kephart makes the basket. And now the Bulldogs with a chance to really eat into this lead, and there he is. He blows the layup, but it kicks back to him, and now he'll drive baseline, shoot it up and under, miss the shot. Collins had the rebound, but Wolf will come away with it. Finds Groenwald on the break, steps into the paint. Looked like he had a crease going the other way and could have went to the bucket, but didn't.
So an 8-point game here with 4 minutes to go. Grunwald going to the line for a chance to 2 free throws. Interesting lineup Swain has in right now.
Yeah.
Interesting lineup.
Littlejohn is at the scorer's table to check back in. He's been the hottest Devil of the night. Grunwald makes that one and pushes the lead back to 9. Aiden Pond checks out. He has 3 fouls. Littlejohn has 4 for the Maroon Devils. At this point, they need Littlejohn for the offense more so than the defense. Shot is short and rebounded over there by Kephart.
So 75-66 in favor of the Maroon Devils. That's a walk. But Millsaps with the rebound. Littlejohn comes to the ball. Pushes across half court. Bulldogs double team there. Kick back to Grunwald. Collins with the offensive rebound. Kicks it back out to Wolf. Wolf sizes it up. Pulls it back out to the timeline. Wolf looking to go back into Millsaps. Millsaps turns and shoots. Gets his own rebound. Off the glass. No good again. Grunwald short. Millsaps with the rebound. Puts it back in. Stick-to-itiveness there. Stick to it. Now, on the other hand, if it goes into Nick and you see you don't have it or you're too far out, you got to kick it right back out. Reposition.
Walk call there on Smith. That hurts the Bulldogs. 3:20, and it's back to an 11-point lead for the Maroon Devils. Littlejohn will inbound over in front of Clint Hurley. And now Wolf will work it up down the home side. Millsaps working in there, and you just can't throw that lob to him. That time they had Devontae Murray who took him and was fronting all the way.
Take another dribble, pin your man, make an easy entry pass.
Yeah, be patient with it. Don't rush it.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate the fact they're trying. What I wanted them to do, get it into Millsaps. They've had no answer for him. Smith goes baseline. He's able to knock it down, cut it back to a 9-point game with 3 minutes to go.
Wolf all the way to the hole, lays it in. I guess that's a Euro step in today's game.
Yeah, a walk. The NBA is just ridiculous, ridiculous.
So Smith works it over on that wing. Dorsey with it out front. It's an 11-point advantage. Timeout Bulldogs. 79-68 is the Bulge at this point. It'll be a full timeout for the Bulldogs. We'll take it along with them. .231 left in this one. The Bulldogs take a timeout to set their defensive strategy for the rest of the way, would be my guess. And now Dorsey will set it at the top against this zone look from the Maroon Devils. Abling out top. He works over there with Caleb Allen, the shooter. Inside, they try to go to Smith, and it's picked off over there by Littlejohn. He steams all the way down into a double team and then throws it away to Abling, who's going to go all the way in and lay it in. So Abram Abling with his 5th steal lays it in and cuts the Swain lead back to 9. Fadeaway over there. Abling again, and he's off to the races. Cut off out there by Grunwald and Littlejohn. Collins with him now. He stops and pops and has got it. Now it's 7. So Littlejohn walks it up, crosses half court precariously. Now tries to come off the screen, floats it to the corner to Wolf. Wolf with a left hand to Collins. Collins dumps it to Millsaps, who catches it and makes the play three-point attempt. There's going to be a technical foul on Murray, who slapped the ball in disgust, and the bucket will count. And this is a big turning point in this basketball game, Kevin, as the three-point play is in effect here. And now it will be free throws on the technical plus Swain basketball.
We went from a 7-point lead and basically a turnover down there. Millsap somehow gets his hands on the ball, converts that into a bucket, turns it to 9. Chance to go to 10 with the free throw here. 2 more free throws to go to 12 and the ball. So, yeah.
So Nick will shoot the three-point play free throw here. And then I'm assuming Scotty McMahon will turn to somebody else to shoot the technical free throw.
I'm going to go with Little John maybe. I don't know.
He has had the hot hand. It's going to be Grunwald, who's 3 of 5 tonight. He'll shoot 2. It's a 9-point bulge, 1:31 remaining now. And this was a costly play by the Bulldogs. Well, potentially.
Could be. So far, we're 1 of 3 from the free throw line on this possession. 2 of 4, 1 of 4.
So Swain with a chance to pad 3 points free to this lead will now have the ball and a chance to milk the clock, for lack of a better term, if they're patient here. And they should always have an outlet because somebody's trying to double Nick down on the low block. So 120. Back to Little John. He thought about it. Pulled it back out. Murphy's in a zone, so take your time, folks.
Yeah, literally just pick it up and hold it. Millsap turns around and gets off the shot. It's going to be fouled, but
Abeling only has 1, so considering Nick is 1 of 5 from the line, that's a good foul if you're on the Murphy side of things.
Yeah.
It's better than letting Nick work his way in there and shoot it.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's a 9-point advantage. Make it 10. "22 points, 16 rebounds for Millsaps now.
Huge night. Huge. It could have been bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger.
And so he goes for another one, shoots that one. Good roll, doesn't go. Pulled down by Abeling again.
Now you just want to play defense without fouling. Keep your hand in somebody's face.
Just stay in front of them. Get your hands on stuff. Call timeouts.
That's it.
And that will be off of Murphy. So a big play there for Swain as they will have the ball. There's a wet spot. Nick's trying to point out Donovan with a breakaway. And Dorsey has to catch him from behind. So Justice Dorsey picks up the foul. It's his first. And that will put Grunwald on the line with 52.4, and the Maroon Devils with a 10-point advantage here now and a chance to salt this thing away if they play their cards right.
Grunwald good with the first free throw. Second free throw coming up.
And that one's good. So 12-point advantage under a minute. Smith drives baseline, reverses himself out, nifty move, nothing but net. Kid's an impressive player, I'll tell you that much.
I like his game. Really good mid-range games. Like Scottie Pippen.
Yep.
Just a good mid-range game.
Wolf steams out of that. Intercepted, it'll go back to Swain. And Little John pulls it back out. We're at 20 seconds and counting. Now under 20, so Swain, there's a foul, and it will be 2 shots for Little John. That's on Abeling again. .24 on the night by my count for Judea.
Had another big night. I mean, Millsaps and Little John and Grunwald, with Collins not so much contributing point-wise, but everything else-wise, between the three of those, in 4 of those. I mean, that's been their offense tonight. Little John knocks down both of those
to get 26, and we're down to 12-10, enabling some seemingly for no reason just walks it across half court, and that one's stuck in by Kephart. Maroon Devils technically don't even have to inbound the ball at this point, and we got ourselves a win, folks. The Maroon Devils take a hard-fought 87-76 win over the Bulldogs tonight. They go to 3-2 in conference play. Kevin, thanks for joining us tonight.
My pleasure. Look forward to being here for the rest of them.
On behalf of Kevin, Joe, and myself, thanks for joining us here on the Maroon Devils Network. We'll see you next Monday when Smoky Mountain comes to town.
I'm Taylor Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you enjoy our videos, please hit the notification bell down below so you can get a notification every time that we upload a video.